Hello again. A couple of months ago, I spoke about the trend for chapels in hospitals to be replaced with so-called multi-faith rooms, which are really just mosques under another name. There are typically no chairs in such places, just prayer mats, and in some of them there are signs on the door requesting people to remove their shoes before entering. A practice of Islam and certain other Eastern religions, but not something which many Christians observe. I was recently alerted to a curious story relating to chapels and chaplains in hospitals in Essex, the county in which I live. Yes, I am an Essex man, as some viewers might perhaps already have guessed. The other day, somebody sent me this leaflet. It is produced by the Essex Partnership University NHS Foundation Trust. They apparently, this is what they do. The spiritual care team is part of the healthcare team. We are available to you and your family while you are a patient in the hospital. We all have spiritual needs, and these can often go unrecognised until times of crisis. We are here to listen. You certainly do not have to be a religious person to talk to us. Truth to tell, I have no idea what is meant by spiritual needs. I know what religion is. That means worshipping God and praying to Him. I do that, but spiritual? That's a bit of a poser. I don't think even my best friends would describe me as a spiritual person. It's all a bit too new age for my liking. The reason I was sent this is because there have been objections to Christian symbols being associated with the spiritual care team. These came from, as you can well imagine, militant Muslims. The one universally recognised symbol of Christianity is, of course, the cross. Anybody in the world of any faith knows at once that the cross stands for Christianity. But it seems that it makes some Muslims uneasy because it reminds them of the Crusades, and they feel that it therefore symbolises European empire building and colonialism. Now, on the back of this leaflet is a collection of religious symbols. I've photographed this, and it may be seen in the thumbnail to this video. You can see the Magen David, it's the Star of David, the crescent and star for Islam, the sign for Sikhism, Hinduism, and so on. What's missing, children? Well, that would be the one unmistakable sign of Christianity, the cross. It has been replaced by the ichthus. I don't know if anybody can see it there, or if they prefer to look at the thumbnail to the video. Nobody who is not part of the Christian community, though, is likely to recognise or understand the ichthus, the symbolic fish which we see here. You'll note too, by the way, that this fish is made of a much thinner line than the Star of David or other religious symbols. It is the palest and most insignificant of them all. I've asked a few Muslims and Jews about this, and also a couple of Sikhs. They had no idea what religion that symbol was meant to stand for. It is in fact a rebus based on an anagram. In Greek, the word for fish is ichthus, and the initial letters from this word can stand for Jesus Christ, Son of God, Saviour. So you use that little symbolised fish as a symbol for that. It's a mnemonic aid. In short, every faith here on this leaflet is represented by the universally recognised symbol for that religion, except for Christianity, which has to remain hidden, lest the sign The sight of their symbol offends Muslims. I would say that it's unbelievable, but I rather think that viewers will have no difficulty at all believing it. This is all of a piece with harassing of nurses wearing crosses in hospitals, which we've been seeing over the last few years. A Catholic nurse has just won a case at an industrial tribunal which agreed that she had been harassed and treated unfairly for wearing a cross at work. It was claimed that this harboured germs and was a source of infection in the operating theatre. Nobody needed to say objected to turbans, hijabs, skull caps and steel bangles worn by Sikhs, but the sight of the little cross enraged staff so much that the nurse was forced out of her job by bullying. I give a link in the description to this video to a news item about that case. I will mention that at my local surgery in the Essex town of Loughton, that the last time I had occasion to be given a once-over by the nurse practitioner, she was wearing 2 pentangles, 5-pointed stars, as earrings, quite large ones. I asked about them, and she told me that she was a pagan and that they were a sign of her religious belief. Nobody seemed to have objected to them. We used to say at one time in Britain that this is a Christian country. No more, I fear.